With this video, we will be reviewing Lefty SM's neighbor's video cameras footage of the night of his passing. And if you want to help this channel and the content that we're making, please help support our merchandise, link in the description. And if you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Trying to get the channel to grow, and the only way we're going to do this if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's go! Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
¿Qué onda, amigos? Pues el día de hoy vamos a estar reaccionando a la segunda parte de un video que subió la vecina.
That was the first part. Oh, the neighbor of the TikTok.
Ya la subí yo, y si quieren vayan a verla a mi canal. Y pues aquí les voy a estar resumiendo un poquito de la primera parte que subió la vecina. Y pues aquí está este video. Pues se puede observar cómo está la esposa de Lefty, Eza Mary, junto con otras personas. Y ya aquí ya le habían disparado Lefty, y dos hombres cargaron a Lefty y lo subieron a la camioneta. No se alcanza a ver muy bien, pero eso fue lo que pasó en el primer video. Y pues ahorita vamos a estar checando la segunda parte, ya que la acaba de subir la vecina de Lefty hace unas pocas horas. Y pues quédense hasta el final del video, porque la vecina de Lefty estuvo dando muchos detalles de esa noche en los comentarios, ya que pues muchas personas tienen muchas dudas y estuvieron comentando en el video y la vecina les respondió. Ok, pues aquí estamos en el perfil de la vecina de Lefty. Ella se llama May en TikTok. Y pues como pueden ver, el primer video es la segunda parte y ya cuenta con 86,000 views. Vamos a checar el video. Como pueden ver, ahí hay dos personas. No, hay tres personas. Tres hombres. Y a ver, vamos a ver qué está pasando. Ok. Como podemos ver, ahí está Eza Mary, su esposa de Lefty, y pues ahí están platicando como con un carro. Tengan en cuenta que aquí ya le habían dicho a Lefty, ya la habían sacado de la casa, ya la habían cargado, como les dije en el primer video que subió la vecina, en la primera parte, ya se vio ahí cuando lo cargaban y lo sacaban. Y pues ahorita ya aquí como que están hablando con alguien, no sé la verdad qué estará pasando. Y pues...
So like they saying, like, yo, he's already in the car, right?
Like, why are they still there talking?
Why are you talking? There's nothing to talk about. First of all, if you want to talk, you should just call the ambulance. Let the ambulance come through. I don't know how far they was away, but why is he just sitting in the car? Yeah. You put him in the car to get him up out of there. Because this is a matter of... Not to bleed out. Yo, this is crazy footage. This is crazy.
It's wild too, because I wish you could see like a time.
How long they've been there? Stamp
like as it's running.
Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
But even this right here, it's like too long.
Yeah, even that's too long.
Because I'm glad she said that, because I'm thinking he's still in the house on this part of the video. Because the way they're talking, I'm thinking they're trying to think, oh, da 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 da. But it's like, yo, he's already in the car. Like, why is nobody not pulling off?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Sí, vamos a seguir viendo. Ahí se escuchó como que estaban diciendo como que algo estaba más cerca, no sé si estén hablando de un hospital, pero ahí se alcanzó a escuchar. Miren, déjenla repito. Se alcanza a escuchar como que dice, el de San José está más cerca, ¿no? Como que están preguntando cuál hospital es el más cerca, me imagino. Ok, vamos a seguir. Ok, ahí se subió una persona al carro. Eza Mary sigue en el celular. Como podemos observar. No se alcanza a escuchar muy bien, pero se escucha poquito, a ver.
And that's confusing. They was asking like which hospital to take him to, because from my understanding, I could be wrong, but I thought it was in his hometown where he was from, like an area that he knew well.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you know? Oh, Going to
It's like, yeah. Time you know hospital, you already know. Like, automatically, I know which hospital is closest to where I'm at. So it's kind of like, I don't get it.
Ok, ahí podemos ver que Eza Mary ya está llorando, se escucha como que está entre lágrimas, llorando y diciendo unas palabras.
That car's still not moving, big.
Se escucha que dicen, yo les dije que nadie pasara. No sé si se refiere también como a los de seguridad, los que según están cuidando ahí donde viven ellos.
That's not the car, he's in a truck.
Pero sí, eso se escucha.
They put him in a gray truck.
Como podemos ver, se está tallando los ojos, como que pues está llorando porque
so he's still in the car right now.
So he's still in there.
He's still in there.
Vamos a regresarle poquito. Ok, amigos, ahorita estoy editando el video y apenas me di cuenta de lo que dijo Eza Mary en ese momento. Dijo, ahí está bien, como que le preocupaba más dónde ponían el carro, al parecer, que su esposo.
I think she was saying she looked like the lady was more concerned about the other car where it was parked at than she was about her husband.
Which makes no sense. It's a lot of... It's a bad situation.
Let's just keep watching it.
Yeah.
It's a lot more of the video left.
Pues la verdad no escucho muy bien lo que dice, pero ahí podemos ver que pues Eza Mary está en el celular y pues no sé qué tanto hace ahí. En mi opinión yo pensaría que es mejor que ella le apure a llevar a Lefty al hospital, porque pues ahorita en los comentarios vamos a ver lo que dijo la vecina, pero ahorita se les van a aclarar muchas dudas a ustedes también.
And everyone's saying the same thing. It's like, why she's not rushed? Why she's not being rushed to the hospital right now? Is everyone concerned? What she's saying in the comments is understandable. But to be fair, like, she's trying to be fair. She's being unbiased. She's not pointing any fingers any direction, which I like what she's doing here. She's saying we don't know what was going through her mind at the time or what she was actually going through in this moment. So she's being real unbiased about this. She's just giving you all the information about what she knows at this point, what you're supposed to do if you're trying to report on the story. I'm not saying this happened. I'm not saying this happened. Yeah. I'm just going to give you all the evidence I have right now, and I'm going to point you to the facts. I'm going to put the lady Instagram up here so you know exactly where I got this from, and you could go read the comments for yourself. I'm not saying anything. I'm just pointing you in a direction where there is information if you're looking to find information on the situation.
Exactly.
Okay. Le dio para allá, no sé quién sea esa persona, está corriendo. Ok, ahí va Eza Mary corriendo hacia la camioneta, por fin.
She said a truck finally. Finally.
Ok, ahí va Eza Mary, por fin. En el primer video yo pensé que ella lo había subido, bueno, las personas lo habían subido a la camioneta blanca, pero al parecer no. Ok, ahí vimos, ok. Pues como pudieron ver, ya Eza Mary le pisó y pues al parecer ya lo iba a llevar al hospital. Ahora vamos a leer los comentarios porque ahí la vecina aclara muchas dudas de esa noche. Okay,
oh, she got the comments too. She bringing up the comments.
Ok, aquí está el primer comentario que le hicieron a la vecina. Una persona dice, ¿por qué nunca aparecieron los guardias de seguridad si se escucharon los balazos? Ok, y pues la vecina contestó, no se...
She said, why didn't security show up?
Yeah, somebody should have been there.
We know he has security. Why does security never come on the scene? Some good questions.
Escucharon como balazos. Como también se habían escuchado cohetes. Ok, entonces ella está diciendo que no se escucharon los balazos y que al parecer estaban tronando cohetes, ya que pues no, la verdad no sé por qué estaban tronando cohetes, pero al parecer eso estaba pasando y no se escuchó nada. Y que al parecer estaban tronando cohetes, ya que pues no, la verdad no sé por qué estaban tronando cohetes, pero al parecer eso estaba pasando y no se escuchó nada. Ok, vamos a seguir checando los comentarios. Aquí está otro comentario. Ya no está en función el hospital Ángel Leaño, está ahí al lado, ¿por qué no corrieron ahí? Y ella le contestó, ya no, tiene años que no está en función. Y ya después la persona le dijo, si tú sabes lo que realmente pasó, ¿por qué no nos dices? Y así dejamos de buscar culpables donde no los hay. Y la vecina contestó, no, solo lo que se ve y lo que se escucha en los videos. Esa salió gritando que habían herido a su esposo, solo eso. Ok, entonces ahí ya tenemos una pista de lo que pasó. También podemos ver que Eza Mary sí gritó y pidió ayuda a los vecinos al parecer, y pues gritó que estaba herido su esposo, o sea que ya estaba herido y pues ya nomás salieron ahí a tratar de llevarlo al hospital, pero la verdad es que sí duraron demasiado en llevarlo. Vamos a seguir viendo.
I guess the truth is it took
too long.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to understand like why it took that long. I just know like with Google nowadays you could just put whatever you want near me and they'll pull up the quickest thing that's near you. It's not like an age where you have to ask people where hospitals are anymore. If you got a phone,
you can almost talk to it.
Where's the closest hospital near me? Beep beep. Like, you get what I'm saying? It makes zero sense, especially when something like that happened. We all know it is time sensitive. Even in the first video that we did when we was talking about this, and they said the wife took him to the hospital, and I was like, we were saying she didn't wait on the ambulance because she knew it was time sensitive to get him there. Yeah. And then it seemed like that's not really.
I mean, the pace they were moving, it would have been better to call an ambulance.
For real.
Because they would have at least been working on him on scene.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you.
Ok, otra persona le dice, ¿tú sí viste cuando lo subieron al carro? ¿En qué carro iba? ¿En la camioneta con ella o en el carro negro? Porque ya ven que está un carro ahí parado atrás de las camionetas. Ella se refiere a ese carro y la vecina contestó, en la camioneta oscura. Ella lo llevó sola, los vecinos solo ayudaron a lo que esa les decía. O sea que el carro iba sin Lefty, esos ya nada más eran los vecinos. Y pues Eza Mary se lo llevó en la camioneta, como pudimos ver al final del video, ella ya lo llevaba ahí en esa camioneta hacia el hospital. Ok, vamos a seguir viendo. Como pueden ver hay muchísimos comentarios y la vecina sí contestó varios. Se vio que lo metieron al carro blanco y ella se fue en el carro blanco. No le entendía eso, pero bueno. Ella dijo, no, en la camioneta oscura y esa lo llevó al hospital. Ok, eso ya lo sabíamos. Vamos a seguir viendo más comentarios.
She said we already knew that.
Muchísimos.
Let's get to something we don't know.
Ok, aquí está otro que contestó la vecina. No, que no había nadie en ese momento. Hay muchos cómplices y a la vez testigos, pero nadie va a hablar por miedo. Digo, no llegaron. Y dice ella, nadie es cómplice, solo los vecinos ayudando. O sea que pues todas esas personas que se veían en el video son puros vecinos tratando de ayudar a la esposa de Lefty. Ok, aquí está otro.
That makes a lot of sense though, because when you see him bringing him out to put him in the vehicle, it's not one person, there was a few.
Yeah.
And then to see the time elapse or whatever, there are too many eyeballs. Somebody should have been able to say something, what they saw, or should have at least been asked. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody, I don't know. I just put him in the car. I don't know. That's I don't know.
But she said it was out of fear. First of all, where this happened at, like from what I gathered so far, is a lot of violence and a lot of cartel stuff out there. So people already know they don't want them problems. You feel what I'm saying? Nothing. They probably just regular everyday working people. You feel what I'm saying? That was just trying to help out, was not trying to get involved with that side of business, especially with trying to implicate somebody that might be from a cartel.
Yeah, they don't want to know nothing. They was blinding them.
And from my understanding, in the government they don't believe in or think they have their back or that could protect them.
Yeah, it's bigger than, you know what I mean?
It's bigger than rap.
It's bigger than rap.
Dice, ¿a poco ninguna casa tiene cámaras? Y ella dice, sí las hay y varias alrededor de la calle y esa también tiene cámaras en su casa. Ok, entonces aquí podemos ver que pues obviamente sí hay cámaras en todo el vecindario, todos los vecinos tienen. ¿Qué más? Una vez se lo dejó, todos lo dejaron morir, estaban y les valió, según querían resolver todo, y ella le pidió, y ella le dijo, esa pidió ayuda y los vecinos le ayudaron. Ella no abría la camioneta y no quitaba el carro, se ve en el...
But see, go ahead.
No, you are.
No, I was gonna say, like you said, everybody on their PI work, but I was like, see, I heard a lot of bad stories about the police, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard stories just watching the stuff we be watching where sometimes the police be just as bad as, you know what I mean? Yeah. So who do you call? You ain't really going to say too much of nothing. I can see why some people be like, okay, oh, we see somebody hurt, we're going to help. But then at the same time, be like, oh, damn.
It's because, like, time it happened, the stories that was coming out was, it was a cartel. It's like, I mean, word traveled fast. So it's like, all right, I want help. But then you get the news, oh, it's the cartels. I ain't getting involved.
Nothing. I ain't see nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we know all the way here in America who people saying was involved with it. Why wouldn't they know when they cross the street?
Across the street.
You know what I'm saying?
And even the see, it's just the way my brain works. Yeah. First thing I'm thinking is, you got this person who got a ring cam who's supposed to be so, like, I just think, okay, if the camera's facing this way, you just turn that way and you look from the angle, wherever. Okay, it's that person there. You know what I mean? They're even watching the video. It's like oh, you're not gonna know the name. You know, they know, but that person should not be where they're at anymore.
Right, I get what you're saying.
Primer video. Ok, entonces ahí ella está diciendo que pues los vecinos la ayudaron y pues ella era la que no abría la camioneta ni quitaba el carro al parecer. ¿Qué más? No hay más. Aquí ya no hay ningún comentario. Ok, vamos a ver si contestó más comentarios la vecina. Esto está muy interesante y la verdad que esto sí, la vecina está contestando muchas preguntas que nos tenemos nosotros mismos. Los hombres subieron a Lefty en el asiento de atrás de la troca negra y ella se fue en ella. Y dice la vecina que sí. ¿Qué más? Ok, aquí está otro. Que el vecino espere la demanda chismoso. Dice ella, yo grabé porque a mí me hubiera gustado saber cuándo se llevaron a mi hermano y tener una pista. Y si me llaman a declarar, voy y digo lo que vi. Ok, pues ella está dispuesta a ir a declarar, al parecer. Ok.
Wow, one will testify.
Aquí está otro. ¿Y por qué si vivías en ese lugar no llamaste a la ambulancia para salvarlo? Pero primero estuvo el morbo, ¿verdad? Dice la vecina, ya le habían hablado a la y la ambulancia esa quiso llevarlo al hospital. Ok, pues al parecer...
It sounded like they weren't going to come get him regardless.
Nah, they saying the neighbors told her to call an ambulance.
Yeah,
and she said that she'd rather take him herself, is what that said.
Yeah, but then she didn't make no effort to leave, though.
That's the thing. It's like they were telling you to take him, and then from my understanding, you were saying where the hospital at. For that case, it was just better just to call an ambulance.
Yeah.
For sure.
Eza Mary no le llamó a la ambulancia y ella quiso llevar a Lefty al hospital. Es que ellos dejaron pasar mucho tiempo, lo dejaron y anda muy tranquila ella y los demás. Y dice, esa era la que daba órdenes, los vecinos solo ayudaron. Ok, eso está muy...
It's like, yo, they reading body language and everything of this woman. They say, yo, she's walking too calm.
Too calm. She was like, she's supposed to be frantic. Oh my God,
yes.
All over the place.
She's way too calm for what happened. And from the video we seen, it looked
pacing back and forth.
It looked calm. We didn't see no screaming. We didn't see nobody being urgent. But to be fair and unbiased, because that's what you have to do, we don't know what was going through her mind and what state she was in. And it makes me think of Set It Off when they came in there to rob her at the bank, they had a gun in her face. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And then they was like, what's the procedure? She's like, I know I'm supposed to hit the button, but he had a gun in my face.
Gun in my face.
You know what I'm saying? So she knew what she was supposed to do in that time, but under the stress, she couldn't do it. So it could be the same thing for her, because we have to say that and be unbiased. We're not pointing fingers. We wasn't there. We don't know what happened. We just reporting on what's being reported on. And
yeah, but like, that's just, you know what? That's one of them things, though. It just shows you where they're at. Because just like you used the reference in the movie, but everybody's been programmed. Severe injury, you need hospital, 911, and then start making, like, even on the way to the hospital, you're still calling, and you know what I'm saying?
Let's just say if Lefty would have survived them shots, right? And he would have seen this video. If I was him, I have a problem with my wife and how this was handled.
Yes.
I'm the bag. I'm taking care of everything. This should have been urgent.
Bro, I'm sure Lefty had some type of alarm system. Let's just start there. Even on the way out the crib, nobody thinks to hit the thing that says, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Nothing?
Well, I mean, what that would have did?
They would have alerted somebody was trouble. Let's start talking to the wall.
I mean,
they was outside long enough. They could have had a conversation.
Right.
Interesante. Qué coraje, la neta, porque tanta gente, porque tanta tranquilidad de todos. Hay los... Ay, perdón, es que está muy mal escrito este comentario, perdón. A ver, otra vez desde el principio.
The only thing I could think with everybody being that calm would be the worst case scenario. It's like he's already gone.
It's just like, in that situation, I'm just putting myself as Lefty in Lefty's shoes, and I'm putting his girl in my girl's shoes. She'd have been screaming and panicking, dog. Screaming?
I don't see nobody trying no CPR, nobody trying to hold no wounds. Like, it's a lot of things that could and should be going on while they're moving. And even how she pulled out was too calm. I would expect my lady to have in a truck like that to have taken my bad, I don't care about that truck. Something fast. She just pulled out like 3-point turn.
I'm going to the grocery store.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know. But
body language does speak volumes.
We being unbiased. It could be to set it off.
You're just thinking.
What's procedure when you got a gun in your face? I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
What do you do?
Qué coraje, la neta. ¿Por qué tanta tranquilidad de todos? Ahí los eso se hace en caliente. Lo dejaron. Dice... Esa no quiso llamar la ambulancia, ella lo llevó al hospital. ¿Cómo ven? Entonces ella no quiso llamar a la ambulancia. Y sí se escucha en el primer video de la primera parte, sí se escucha como que le dicen que si le llaman a la ambulancia, y ella dijo que no. Aquí les voy a dejar un pedacito. Sí se alcanza a escuchar.
The only thing that's crazy about this is if we interpreted this right, because it's in a different language, reading code captions, sometimes it'll be a little off. If the question was, where is the hospital? If you didn't know where you was going to the hospital, from what I think I gathered from the beginning of the video, it makes no sense that the ambulance wasn't called. And then second, we don't know how far the hospital is from where they was at. Like, let's say if the ambulance was... the hospital 5 minutes away, and the ambulance would have been there in 2 because they got this stuff to go through all the lights. You get what I'm saying? A lot of that factors into really what was going on, because we don't have all information on how far the ambulance was away. And I would just...
Or what's their route? Like, you just assuming that it's a straight road on the highway. Like, they could have been on a cul-de-sac on the back of a hill somewhere, like...
And it's like, different out there. And it's like just seeing what was going on, like you said, when he's in the back. Everyone know when you get shot, you gotta apply pressure to the wound because you're bleeding. You gotta stop the bleeding. If he's in the back and we don't see nobody applying pressure, because the main person that should have been applying the pressure, you think would have been the wife. You feel what I'm saying? And if that wasn't happening, why wasn't the ambulance called so he get a proper? It's gonna always go back to that, because the way you handled it wasn't proper, in my opinion. So you should have just left it to professionals to handle it properly. But then that goes back to, we don't know where her state was mind state was at that time, seeing that. So you have to put that in there and to be fair to it. You know what I'm saying?
¿Verdad? Ok, vamos a seguir leyendo comentarios. Este video ha de ser viejo porque la esposa se ve tranquila, no hay movimiento, dice la vecina. Sí, bien viejo, del 2 de septiembre. Es sarcasmo, obviamente.
They said she's old.
El carro negro. El carro negro solo lo movieron porque estorbaba para sacar la camioneta. Ándele, ok, entonces nada más lo quitaron para sacar la camioneta. Y pues esos son todos los comentarios que tiene este video ahorita. Pues la verdad sí nos contestó varias preguntas que nos tenían.
But the fact that when the car came here and you heard nobody say, even in a native tongue, get the F out the way.
Right.
Time that car pulled up, yo, get out the way.
That's it.
Like that car was there for like a little, at least a minute or two, having a conversation.
It would have been more.
There's nothing to talk about.
That car was moving.
It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not understanding the calmness of this situation. That's
once
the part
again,
that makes it like
you don't know someone's. It's like this, right? Everyone handles stuff differently. You got some people that's frantic, and you got some people that get calm in these situations. You can't say just because there's some people that don't act like that in those situations, they're gonna be calm. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone is not most are, but some is not. So I don't want to be like, oh, just because she wasn't calm, she makes her guilty. Because that's kind of what it's saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't want to put that on it because we're not sure. At the end of the day, this could really be an innocent woman behind all of this. And I want to keep putting that out there because we don't know. And she could be innocent. It's been times that a lot of people looked at guilty from the evidence that was out at that time. And then more came out. And it
right.
wasn't.
And me, I'm not implicating any guilt. I'm just thinking from my perspective how I think.
Right.
I've been wired to think like this. I've been a veteran.
Right.
I've been a firefighter. I've been an EMT. So like I would be the person who would be the first person there on any level. That's how my brain wired. So like when I look at this, I'm thinking like, what would I do and how would I handle it? But again, I would handle the situation opposite of 99% of the population.
It's like when we was talking, I'd be like, yo, I thought everybody thought like me. Then you feel like people don't think like you. You know how you said, what would I do if I got there and how would I react? But once again, it's like, that's how you would have reacted.
Right. And you can't assume that everybody, and it, like you were saying, like, it's very simply, she could have, where I'm calm, she could have been like, oh my God. And that's her.
Everybody deals with stuff differently.
Yeah. Processing.
Facts.
¿Ustedes qué opinan? La verdad, este video dura 2 minutos. El primer video dura un poco más de 3 minutos. Así que ahí fueron 5 minutos en lo que llevaron a Lefty al hospital. ¿Ustedes qué opinan? ¿Creen que dejó
5 minutes?
That's a long time, bro. That's too long. You lose that many pints, you're done.
When King Von got hit, it wasn't 5 minutes. They threw that man in the car immediately and was out.
Yeah. And that still wasn't fast enough.
Exactly.
Pasar mucho tiempo esa Mary, la verdad, en mi opinión sí dejaron pasar mucho tiempo, la verdad, porque en el primer video se ve que ella está en el teléfono, los vecinos van a sacar a Lefty, lo meten a la camioneta, y como pueden ver en este video, pues ellos quitaron el carro, pero la verdad no sé por qué duraron tanto en mover un carro, la verdad. Ahí se vio que pues ella estaba platicando con los del carro en vez de que movieran el carro rápido. Y pues, ¿qué más? Ya después de que quitaron el carro, también duró ratillo esa Mary. Duró rato esa Mary para llevarse a Lefty al hospital. Como pueden ver, ella todavía fue para allá, no sé qué fue a hacer.
The wife's still outside the car. She's not even in the truck yet.
Y ya después salió, regresó ya ahora sí corriendo para llevar a Lefty.
Somebody's gonna drive.
Pero no sé, ustedes tienen las opiniones, ustedes sacarán sus propias conclusiones. Déjenmelo saber en los comentarios. Este video en verdad que sí estuvo muy fuerte y pues los comentarios estuvieron aún más fuertes porque ya nos aclararon muchas dudas que teníamos. Así que déjenme saber en los comentarios ustedes qué opinan. No olviden darle like y suscribirse para más noticias.
It's TRE-TV. Let's get it.
This is Lamar Wilson here representing Ghetto Action News Network _, all lowercases.
No spaces.
You can catch us on Facebook. Just make sure you smash that like button when you do. I'm going to get right into this. This was a bad situation, like from the beginning. You know, anything that results in death is always a bad situation. But this camera angle makes a bad situation worse. It's just like mishandled, and you know, you hate to be like the person being like, well, I would do this or what, but that's all you can do in this situation. To try to understand is to think, how would you handle it, and how I would handle the situation would be very different. But just trying to understand even that person, just not, I don't know, it's just a lot of question marks here. I don't understand the surrounding community not using triangulation and turning around and being like, let me check the neighbor. Like, it's because they obviously seen the video. I don't get it. It's a lot of I don't get it. But hopefully there's some type of resolve or peace with the family. But like, this is rough, and it's a lot of question marks. I don't know who to trust. I ain't pointing no fingers, but my eyes work and my brain works. And a lot of things look suspect. What you think?
I think this video, just watching it, put a very eerie feeling over me in this situation. Like, we never watched this video before until we just was looking at it, and it gave me a real eerie feeling just watching this and watching what happened to him in his last moments. Since we've been covering this stuff, it seemed like getting a little bit closer to her, and it's like, this video don't sit with me well. I don't like how it was, what happened or what took place during this exchange, but I gotta be biased about the situation, and you don't know what somebody's situation, their mindset is when they're actually going through something. So I have to keep reminding myself of that. For all we know, his wife did the best job she know how to do, and nobody know what you're gonna do into that situation. Easy to say, I'll do this and I'll do that. Was you in that situation before? Did you ever have to go through it? I'll respect it if you say you went through it and then you did X, Y, and Z. But you know how people say, when I go to jail, I'm gonna do. Have you been in jail before? No. Then I want to hear about you, what you actually did. You know what I'm saying? Now you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like one of those. I think it's a sad video. But like we said in our other videos, more information come out. We'll keep presenting it. And until our next episode, it's your boy TRE-TV, and I'm out.